Hey guys, it's OKB. Okay, so I managed to kill Susanoo Shisui in battle with Edo Zabuza, but I still lost the battle. And I've been like testing here and there, just figuring out what I should do so that we can actually kill Susanoo Shisui, right? Because I'm tired of seeing a king all the time. I would rather see rock, paper, scissors kings, maybe. Like 3 different kings that counter each other. And maybe some supports that help each other fight each other. But there's always a king, and today's king is Susanoo Shisui with breakthroughs. I was able to kill him though, and here's the fight, and I need help on this. Right? I need some strategy help from you guys, because I've been testing left and right here, and I've gotten so close to killing the team. I was able to kill him in this one, but help me out with this team. So Henny God is 2 million power. I am 1.6 million power. I want to see what this does. So, okay, we start off with Green Orochimaru. Everyone has 100% defense resistance. My plan was to just pop the dodge with the chase, and then cause anxiety, and then probably hit Minato. Probably just hit Minato and lower his defense a lot. Help Edo Zabuza, and hopefully he keeps hitting Minato. But there are 2 types of standard attacks. One hits the guy with the least amount of life, which I was hoping for, but he did the random one, the one that hits a random line, so I was like, oh crap, I might have lost. The good thing is that we at least have 100% defense resistance, so Zabuza is stacked, right? He's the one I stacked. He is still alive, and I was like, oh, well, I guess everyone's dead. But then I realized that Minato actually died in round 1, so he's not giving him too many standard attacks, but Zabuza is getting... Shisui still got some standard attacks from tag and from being hit from a taijutsu thing, but that gives Zabuza some extra standard attacks, and well, on key, like Indra managed to kill Susanoo Shisui, which is amazing. It's amazing. But the problem is that somehow Edo Madara has enough control to, well, control Edo Zabuza, which I was not counting on. And not just once, too. So, I mean, I could be because he's 2 million power and I'm, well, 1.6 million power, and he just put a lot of control on Edo Zabuza. That's probably it. If we were at the same power, though, like, he's using fear, right? And I mean, I think fear is also affected by control, and so if I had enough control, I would be able to resist everything, and Edo Zabuza would be here attacking people. And I wonder if I would have won here, because I lost definitely because I was controlled on my stacked ninja. Like, this is the guy that deals the most amount of ninjas. He had a whole bunch of standard attacks just now too, from Susanoo Shisui, and each attack gives him extra attack, taijutsu attacks. So yeah, now now he died, and I mean, would I have won? I don't know. He had a fully healthed Edo Madara. I mean, even with great control, there's a chance his fear would have hit me, but if I had enough control, maybe I would have won. And also my Orochimaru was here, and he was here to drain the chakra off of Edo Madara, so he couldn't use fear. So I might have won here, but it's just control, right? Indra's awesome with that ignition. If Edo Zabuza was not controlled, I probably would have won. That being said, it's hard to say because Katsuki Christian Kakuzu might have been dead. He might have been able to revive Susanoo Shisui. It's hard to say, but I need some suggestions. Like, should I change my main to Earth main or something? Or I don't know. What am I thinking here? Yeah, I really just don't know. So, what do you guys think? Would I have won? And do you guys think there's a better formation that you guys can make? Yeah, I mean, I managed to kill Susanoo Shisui, and we were so close to beating everything. Okay, all right. Aside from that, I basically lose, so I'm not gonna show you the rest. It's just a loss. Now, couple things for people to know. So China had come out with. I usually don't look for stuff in China, but people tell me about it, and then I know about it. So Edo Fu actually is kind of like Toast Chance Jura against Edo Madara. It's somewhat of a counter, but not an exact counter. It's a barrier thing. She has a barrier right now, Edo Tensei Fu. You get it in time-limited treasures, which is sometimes here, sometimes not in recruitment feedback. You use seal scrolls, basically. But yeah, she has a barrier that stops people from getting standard attacks, or from using standard attacks. Sorry. Also, you're not able to get chakra, but only Rinnegan and Jinchuriki ninjas on both sides can execute their standard attacks for 2 rounds. That's the barrier, at least. But of course, you can replace the barrier, so it'd be like a whole barrier battle. It's hard to say, but that could be a counter to Susanoo Shisui, at least in round 1. You know, if someone uses Edo Madara, like the team we just saw, then in round 2, or maybe even in round 1, if you deal enough damage to Edo Madara, then he might be able to replace the barrier, and that could be a counter. But Edo Fu at least has this ability to stop people who don't have Rinnegan or Jinchuriki to do standard attacks, which means we can finally go back to, I don't know, Tendo Zobito, who's Jinchuriki and Rinnegan. Edo Tensei Madara is Rinnegan, so you can use his standard attack, but that, you know, yeah. And there's also 6 fast Naruto. Like, the old metas will be here, and they might have a chance against Susanoo Shisui. And, you know, maybe it'll work. But this is something you want to think about, that you probably want to start trying to get. I'm going to start trying to get Edo Fu in time-limited treasures. The first time you'll be able to get him 3 stars, but each time after that is probably like 20 fragments, so it's going to take a while. But that's what I'm going to go for. Alright. Also, more news. Kaizer is back, or he should be back. Kaizer Naruto Online, sorry. Alright, so he probably, so I didn't watch through everything quite yet, but I'll probably summarize everything, because this is a 50-minute video and it's pretty long. Most people probably won't watch the entire thing. I'll summarize it on my channel, hopefully in 10 minutes or less. But basically, he did mention some stuff about being free to play, so just exploring the game again as on a new server. So yeah, that, you know, maybe look into it. I'm not absolutely sure, but I do, for the veterans out here, you guys know that Kaizer is a super veteran. Basically, I'm considered a veteran now, but he was a veteran when I was a newbie, so he's my super veteran, I guess. The grandpa in this game. All right, so if you guys don't know him, check him out. He has some good stuff. Just that towards the end, when he quit, he got really depressed, and then people got tired of watching him be depressed. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. But let me know. I need some suggestions on Susanoo Shisui. You know, it's always a nice feeling when you bring down the king. So help me bring down that king. That is Susanoo Shisui. All right, guys. See you in the next video, which is probably going to be about Kaizer.